So Humanities is a large and diverse faculty. At Stage 2 we offer 7 different subjects that students can choose from. Each of those have their own unique content and unique skill requirements. So we offer accounting, business innovation, economics, geography, legal studies, modern history and tourism at Stage 2. So unlike many other faculty areas, our subjects are actually quite diverse and therefore very different from each other in terms of the knowledge and the content that are delivered in those subjects. But there are some similarities in the skill sets that we hope to develop in the subjects themselves. So in accounting, it's quite numeracy rich, so it appeals to the more maths-minded people, but it does apply the knowledge to modern business and economic concepts as well. It's quite a structured subject, so it appeals well to the process-minded people. There is an exam for that subject. In business, it's a more practically applied subject and focuses on developing entrepreneurial thinking in our students, as well as researching and analysing current world examples. It's the only subject in our humanities area that does not have an exam. So economics is quite a theoretical as a subject, but it has more of a balance between the numeracy and literacy skills. It's a subject that really suits the all-round type of student and has great application potentials beyond schooling in Stage 2. There is an exam for this subject. Geography is probably the subject that best suits the all-rounder type. It involves a lot of field work and developing reports at senior levels, which require analysis and application of information gained from the students themselves. But at the same time, it's a subject that is very accessible to a wide range of students and a wide range of learning types. Legal studies is quite a content and literacy rich subject, so it appeals well to students who enjoy English as a subject as well. While it's very content rich, the subject is also moving towards inquiry-based learning, so there's lots of opportunity for critical and evaluative thinking. This subject also has an exam. Modern history is another subject that's unique in its content but also very literacy rich. It requires students to be analytical and critical in their thinking and develop refined research and analysis skills across a variety of different tasks and units. The subject can be demanding, but its content appeals to a wide range of students. And finally, tourism is a bit like business. This subject works well for students who like to learn through practical application, but there is also some analytical elements to it as well. It appeals to a wide range of students and different abilities, but you've got to remember there is an exam for the Year 12 tourism subject. So just like the variety in subject areas, there's also a huge range of future opportunities that stem out of these subjects. Most exciting is that while in some areas and industries there is slowing in demand for future jobs, humanities subjects continue to grow and therefore the demand is still there. Accounting obviously leads to finance and accounting studies in university, business management, and most popular and important of all, chartered accountancy. Economics leads on to finance and commerce, which are among the most popular and largest employing studies that come out of universities today. Business innovation is perfect for those people wanting to be self-employed and owning their own businesses and going into business management. Geography is actually one of Australia's most in-demand qualifications. From town planning to geologists working in Australia's huge primary industry sector, the demand for geographers and people qualifications that come out of that study is actually quite huge. Legal studies and law continues to be popular and always in demand for qualifications, not necessarily just for courtrooms and law enforcement, but also in the infinite divisions of private law like contracts, conveyancing, property, finance, all sorts of areas like that. Modern history, historians are the obvious path, but those with history study backgrounds are actually employed in a wide variety of different positions, from government to economic industries and advisory positions. So history often pairs up really well with other areas of humanities interests. And tourism is actually one of Australia's largest and continually growing industries, either domestic or international tourism, hospitality and management as well. So my advice for when selecting these subjects, it really depends on what year level you're in. If you're a middle school student and considering your options, I'd really say to be prepared and give something a go. So keep your options wide, because you never know what passions you might discover in giving something a go. And if you are passionate about something, you will always do well. But also make sure that you also know what you're in for. Talk to subject teachers, come see me if you want to find out more. If you're a senior student considering what you want to do in Stage 1 or Stage 2, I would really say to follow that passion that you've developed. These subjects are subjects that prepare you for life beyond school, so either for work or study. They're all great subjects, and in terms of ongoing study for university, they're strong subjects in terms of your ATAR as well, if that's something you want to do. there is something within this faculty that can suit all students. Lastly, if you want to find out some more information, come and see me. My office is next to the library, and I'm really happy to talk about subjects and subject selection anytime. Or you can send me an email, ask anything you want. I'm more than happy to talk to you. Alternatively, you can approach any of the subject teachers in this learning area and ask them questions as well. Each of the teachers have their own subject area of expertise. Their knowledge is fantastic and their experience is really, really good. It's well worth tapping into and going and asking some questions if you want to find out more.